Hi everyone, I'm Mike, and this is the Sunday Art Show. This week I thought I'd do a painting that I kind of thought of as I was wandering around the city centre recently. So Christmas is approaching, days are getting shorter, and there's a real atmosphere in the city centre which is different to at other times of the year. The Christmas decorations are up and they kind of light up the city in a different way. And in general there are more little events going on. We have a Christmas market in the Cathedral Green. There are things going on in the high street like rollerblading and steam engines and all kinds of things going on. So there's a real nice atmosphere in the city, and you can see the lights are just lovely. They do a really nice job in Exeter. So this painting is inspired by the view looking towards the city centre of Queen Street in Exeter. And I'm just starting out with my A2 mixed media paper, and I'm putting on thin washes of interactive acrylic. And you can see that there's no detail at all at this stage. I'm putting it down almost like watercolour, really just establishing the big shapes and a sense of light and dark. So in a sense, what I'm doing is setting the stage onto which to place all these different people and the odd bus and car and that kind of thing. And I wanted to show you, how I kind of build up a painting of this type in all the different stages. So while I was chatting away there, I'm putting in a little bit of loose detail, but keeping the colours fairly cool. I'm using pale blues for the background stuff. But as I come towards the foreground, I'm using some burnt umber, some darker blues, some purples, and just popping in a few details here and there. But I'm not getting caught up in trying to depict every single brick or every single window exactly. I just want to create a sense of depth. So there's a quick shot of a steam engine, just to give you an idea of how the city changes at this time of year, the festive season. Now I begin to pop in the silhouettes of a few figures. And we don't need to be overly precise with these things. And indeed with the bus and car I've just begun to describe on the right, and a car off in the distance in the middle of the street. At this early stage in the painting, we really just want to get the approximate proportions correct. And you can just really include silhouettes at this stage, because you can always add a little bit of extra shadow or a little extra highlight here and there. Now this figure on the left, I kind of want to be, if not the full focus of the painting, because I think that the main focus of the painting is the view right down the street there. But I do want a little bit of interest off to the left. So this figure, I plan on giving, a silver beard. Perhaps it's his beard, or perhaps he's going to a Christmas party and it's, you have to dress as Santa Claus. Maybe it's something like that. But just a little bit of quirkiness, a little bit of humour, just subtly off to the left-hand side there. I have added a few more loose details to some of the windows on that main building on the left. And I start to add some more detail to the figures. Again, we're keeping things very, very loose, and start to also indicate the reflections in the wet road. Now, what I'm doing really is kind of an amalgamation of different views of the city, because the general layout is very much like Queen Street in Exeter. But one of the things I wanted to show you in this video was that you don't need to copy your reference photo exactly.
So
pretty. You've got the Christmas lights, and they're different at different parts of the city. So as I've walked around the city, I've kind of pulled out little bits of inspiration of the lighting or people or a particular decoration and placed that in Queen Street. Now a good tip when you're doing these reflections on the wet road is to just let the paint run down. That works really well. And what I've done here with the figure on the left, you see on the wall there, I've got a purple shadow, a yellow shadow, and an orange shadow all kind of next to each other. So a little bit of artistic license there as well, but it adds to the overall effect, I feel. Starting to work more on the vehicles now. So headlights and the neon sign, or the LED sign on the front of the bus, help to make things pop against the rather more drab colours. And you can see the crowd on the right hasn't even been described, it's just a series of marks really. But now we're starting to add in some Christmas decorations, keeping things fairly indistinct off in the distance, and then gradually going bigger and brighter as we come along that main corridor created by the road. Now these decorations aren't there at all on Queen Street, but I'm copying them from designs I saw on the High Street. This is my reference photo once again. And next I add the silver beard to the guy on the left I mentioned, and also add a few illuminated Christmas trees up high on the building. A few touches of patterning and light here and there can really bring certain areas of the painting to life. And there's our finished picture, Christmas on Queen Street. So just a short little video this week. Hope you enjoyed watching it with me and going through the process of creating this cityscape on the lead up to Christmas. Anyway, please remember to like, comment and subscribe. And as always, I hope to see you next Sunday for the next episode of the Sunday Art Show. Thanks very much for watching.